All right, let's get into it. Today, we are diving deep, and I mean deep, into the subconscious to unpack the incredible, mind-bending world of the film Inception.
So, just start with this question for a second. What if that one place you think is totally private, your own mind when you're asleep? What if someone could just walk right in? What if your dreams were a place where your biggest secrets could be stolen? That's the wild premise that kicks this whole thing off.
And right at the heart of this world is a guy named Dom Cobb. Now, he's not your average thief. He's not after jewels or money. Nope, his target is way more valuable, and his methods, they're infinitely more dangerous.
See, Cobb is what they call an extractor. His whole job is to literally go inside a person's dreams, navigate the crazy landscape of their subconscious, and pull out their most protected secrets. It's basically corporate espionage, but on this surreal, deeply psychological level.
But here's the thing. There's a really powerful personal reason he takes these insane risks. Cobb is a wanted man, he's in exile, and he can't go home. The one thing driving him, the thing that fuels his every single move, is just getting back to his kids. So this isn't about the money, not really. It's all about a shot at redemption. So naturally, when this powerful client offers him a deal, it's one he just can't refuse. But this isn't another simple extraction. Oh no, this is something else entirely. A mission that pretty much everyone thinks is impossible. This is Inception.
And this is where the whole game gets flipped on its head. Extraction is all about taking an idea, but Inception, that's about planting one. The goal is to bury an idea so deep inside someone's mind that they truly believe it was theirs to begin with. You can see why they call it the perfect crime, right? It's because it's supposed to be impossible.
Now, you can't pull off a mission this crazy and this dangerous by yourself. Of course not. Just like any great heist movie, you're going to need a team of top-tier specialists, each with their own unique and absolutely critical skill. And what a team it is. You've got Arthur, Cobb's super loyal right-hand man, the guy who handles all the details. Then there's Ariadne, this brilliant student who literally builds the dream worlds from scratch, like an architect for the mind. You got Eames, the forger, who can actually impersonate other people inside the dream. And you can't forget Yusuf, the chemist, who cooks up the powerful sedative that lets them all share the same dream in the first place.
Okay, so the team is all together, and the plan is locked in. And let me tell you, it is an audacious plan. They're not just going into one dream, they have to go deeper, into a dream, within another dream. Each of these layers is like its own meticulously designed puzzle box. Level 1, it's a high-stakes chase through a rainy city. From there, they drop down into a hotel where gravity is, well, it's optional. And that final, deepest level, it's a remote, snow-covered fortress. That's where the idea has to be planted. But this is where things get really dangerous. The team is in a race against the clock, but in the dream world, the clock works very differently. There is one crucial rule they have to live by. Time stretches, it dilates, the deeper and deeper you go.
And this is where the whole concept just becomes absolutely terrifying. Get this, 10 hours in the real world feels like a week on that first dream level. But then that 1 week becomes 6 whole months on the second level. And if you go any deeper than that, you're talking about spending decades inside your own mind. The risk of just getting lost in there is huge.
So what happens if you die in a dream that deep? You don't just wake up. No, your mind falls into limbo, this raw, infinite, subconscious space. And if you get trapped there, you could lose your grip on what's real, forever. The stakes honestly could not be any higher.
But, as it turns out, even with all these complex layers and the very real risk of limbo, that's not the biggest threat to the mission. The greatest danger is actually something Cobb brought with him. It's a ghost from his own past.
And that ghost is Mal, his late wife. Now, she's not really there. She is a projection from his own subconscious, a living, breathing manifestation of his own guilt. And she is absolutely relentless. She shows up at the worst possible moments to sabotage everything and try to trap Cobb in the dream with her for good.
So you see, Cobb is basically fighting a war on 2 fronts. You've got the external mission, plant the idea, and then there's this intense internal battle against his own guilt, which has taken the form of Mal. To have any chance of success, he has to win both of these wars.
So against all odds, the team somehow manages to navigate these treacherous layers of the mind, and Cobb finally confronts his personal demons. The whole heist comes to this absolutely thrilling conclusion.
And you know what? It works.
Somehow, against all odds, it actually works. The idea is successfully planted. They synchronize the kick, that jolt that brings them back up through all the layers, and one by one, they all wake up.
For Cobb, this is everything. His name is finally cleared. He gets through immigration, he walks into his home, and he finally sees the faces of his children. This is the moment he has fought for, the reason he risked it all.
And he takes out his totem, that little spinning top that tells him if he's in a dream, and gives it one last spin on the table. But he walks away before he even sees if it falls, which leaves us, the audience, with this one massive, lingering, haunting question.
And that's exactly where the story leaves us. That little top, it wobbles, but we never see it fall before the screen just cuts to black. Is Cobb really home? Or did he just find a happy ending inside a dream he made for himself? The film kind of suggests that maybe, just maybe, the reality we choose is the only one that really matters. What do you think?